university for me. UNA University for me. UNA, UNA.
University and UNA.
UNA University for me.
Yes, yes, yes.
UNA.
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 Yeah. Welcome everybody.
Paradise. All your life. University. All your dreams. Land is home. On your own. Every day, long, long way. UNA University for me.
Yes, yes, yes. UNA.
UNA.
Yeah. All right, yours truly, Diva Laree Halo. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Glad to have you in the house. My YouTube. What's going on? Everybody, thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. All right. Yours truly, Diva Laree, in the house representing for UNA Republic and UNA University. How y'all doing? We got a lot going on. I want to say thank everybody. We're hitting the 1100 now. We're going at 1100. Thank you all for helping us get to 1,000 followers and subscribers. YouTube, thank you for helping us get to 11. I think we had. I was just kidding. Y'all, YouTube, get up on it now. We over here on TikTok. We're at, once again on TikTok. We're at 1100. We're going to 1100, and I want to thank everybody who has subscribed and supported, liked, and shared. My people on Facebook, I want you to subscribe, like, and share, and love, and all that other great stuff. Now, for those of you all who are on TikTok, if something happens with the stream and it goes haywire, like sometimes it does, I want you to know you can find us on YouTube at UNA Republic. Okay, so find us on YouTube at UNA Republic. All right, and there also you can catch our full videos. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to know I love you and I thank you. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, we have the tour. And excuse me, let me fix my halo. What's going on with my halo up here? I fixed it. I made it pretty. Hold on. It's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me make sure my people over here on YouTube are doing what they need to do. Like and share, my friends on YouTube. Okay, so now let's get into this thing. I want y'all to know there is the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. The Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. Now, I want to say halo and love out, shouts out to all of my brothers who have supported us. I want to make sure that I involved you and included you on this, especially because you all have been showing up and showing out. My brothers, I want you to know right here, right now, I love you, I thank you, and I appreciate you for just being your spiritual you and showing the love to UNA and to Diva Laree as we're putting this information out. Thank you for wanting to know. Thank you for grabbing the information and using it to uplift yourself. Thank you. I'm honored to be able to share the information. And with that, we have the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. So we're inviting everyone out, our males, our females, women and men, Love you. Come on out. Let's have this discussion as we are walking in this dimension right here, right now. Let's make sure we do this thing so that we uplift ourselves. Okay, I love y'all. All right, now I want to thank all y'all for joining. Lachey and Glenn, Nova, Sunglasses, Justice, Tron. Thank you all so much for joining. I want y'all to like and share and love. Okay, so now let's get on this. I want y'all to know we're going to be in Chicago. We're going to be in Chicago on the 24th. All right, 24th of August. So we're going to be at the Herald Washington Library. So y'all go and check us out there. Also, we're going to be in New York. We're going to be in as well Atlanta. So y'all go and make sure you check us out. All right. Because we're coming to a place near you, unless you're in California. You're in California, we ain't going to be that close, but we're going to be coming close. All right. So we also will be in Chicago, Houston, and Dallas. All right. So want y'all to go and find the link in the bio. You find the link tree in the bio, and then you will be able to get the link. All right. So if you can't be in the place with your face, at least you can go get the link so you can view the stream. All right. Uh, Also, make sure that you are there. You get your pre-sales. All right. Because at the door, it's a different price. Okay. So I want y'all to come on now. Come on out. Let's do this thing. The other thing that I want to get on is the membership package. So we have had one of our videos to go viral, and we thank you all for your support on that. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for liking and sharing it. Now, the one that went viral is, of course, the infamous get out of jail free card. All right. These are the sealed membership documents. What is the get out of jail free card? Right? What is this? This is a trust where you have a membership with UNA, and we're also going to help you by filing your documents, okay? Your declaration, security agreement, and UCC. We're helping you by filing your documents, all right? The membership package also comes, all right? It also comes with a membership badge. Okay, so we have a membership badge where it's showing that you are a member of UNA. Okay, it also comes with an allodial ID. This is an ID with your spiritual name on it. There's a barcode on the back that shows that you are a member, and also you can grab any documents that you have put on record with UNA by scanning that code. So this is your UNA allodial ID. This is your membership badge that shows that you are a member of UNA, and these are your documents, okay? And we help you to get those under trust. I want to go into that today because we've had some questions. Now, the way that UNA does our membership package is that you don't just get the information of the package and then, oh, that's it, I got it. Because the problem is a lot of people have no idea of what these tools are. All right, they're very powerful, but if you don't know how to use them, then they cannot work for you. All right, so I need to go into this tonight and let us understand what's going on. So when you get the membership package, you also are going to get education. All right, we're going to make sure that before you even get this membership package, you are educated. You got to know what's going on with these documents. So I've heard so many people say, oh, well, somebody gave me something. They said I was going to be free, but I ain't free. Well, you're not free because you don't have knowledge. Pay attention now. Ignorance and freedom do not coexist. Ignorance and freedom do not coexist. They don't go together for no reason. If you are ignorant, you can have the most powerful documents in the world. You cannot have freedom because you don't know what they are, how to use them. This is a tool and a weapon. You walking through the woods, and a bear come at you and you got the biggest bazooka on the planet and you don't know how to take the safety off, well, you are doomed. You're doomed because you don't have knowledge. You don't know how to protect yourself. So when you are getting the membership package, you got to come in. You've got to take these classes so that you know what's going on. They at your own pace, all right? The classes are at your own pace. You come in, you're going to get those classes, you're going to have a test. You pass the test, we're going to get these documents for you. We're going to make sure we file them for you. We need you to have knowledge because UNA is a nation of nations. UNA is a nation of nations. So you got to understand when you're getting these documents, you are declaring that you're a nation all by yourself. A lot of people ask me, well, Diva, how many people do it take to be a nation? You are a nation all by yourself. You're made up of many different spiritual entities. Those who are playing this game know that. You don't. They know it. But when you create these documents, you declared, oh, I'm a nation all by yourself. So you've got to have knowledge in order to be a nation that knows how to stand. That's why when you're going to get the membership package, all right, there are going to be courses that you need to take. There's going to be a class that you need to take so that you can have the knowledge of how to stand on those documents. So it's not said that, oh, somebody took my money and they didn't know. You're going to get the knowledge. You're going to get the knowledge. And then you're going to get the tools to help you stand. All right? Hope y'all understanding that. You do that at your own pace. Once again, that's the membership package. If you're interested in getting it, find the link in the bio. Find the link in the bio, and you're going to be able to click on that. You'll see it under UNA Trust Package. UNA Trust Package. It's at the top of the list. All right? On our link tree. So I want to go a little bit deeper into that because we've had too many people not understanding what sovereignty is, all right? Not understanding what sovereignty is, and there's a problem with that because some people are using terms like sovereign citizen, and they are not the same. Let's make this clear. I'm pulling out this is from the law book. If you don't have the UNA beginner law book, you can also find this link in the bio as well. You can get the ebook or you can get the actual physical copy. All right. So with the physical copy, it comes with the hierarchy of law chart, the universal laws, as well as the vibratory frequency chart. Here's the universal laws. Now, I want to go into this hierarchy of law chart. And this book is very powerful, by the way. I stand on this. All the laws in here, the universal law, hierarchy of law, the maxims of law, which are known as God's laws. I need to go into this. This is the hierarchy of law chart. Now, the reason why we go through this is because this tells you where you stand in this dimension and in this society. This is what helps you to gain your freedom. What gains your freedom is really not paperwork, but knowledge. Knowledge. So in this document, this is called the Hierarchy of Laws chart. If you don't have it, go and find the link in the bio. You can get the ebook. But I need you to understand something about this Hierarchy of Laws chart. All right? When we're talking about a sovereign, and I don't know if you all can see it here, but sovereign is up here in the list. We're right here at number, let me get the right chart out. Why y'all didn't tell me I was looking at the wrong chart? All right, sovereign. You see it right there, sovereign. See how high sovereign is on this chart? All right, now, when you're talking about citizen, look at where it is down here. Citizen. I know it's backwards, but get it? Sovereign, right up here. Citizen, all the way down here at the bottom. You at the bottom of the totem pole if you're calling yourself a citizen. Now, somebody has taken sovereign and put it with citizen, and it is an oxymoron. Why? Because a sovereign is a God, somebody who has mastery of self. That's what a sovereign is. A citizen, on the other hand, is a slave. You cannot be both. Which one are you? So now you got people you taking the term sovereign and citizen and combining them. Somebody had a movement a while back. It was a sovereign citizen movement. I'm not dissing that movement, but somebody has bastardized that term. And now when somebody calls you a sovereign citizen, they're calling you a terrorist. There are no terrorists over here. We are not fighting the system in any way. We have no disdain for the system. As a matter of fact, we have full respect for the system. Some people need to be in the system. Some people don't have mastery of self. So they need to be down here under somebody else's government. What does it mean, government? Let's go into that since we're talking about it. What is a government? To govern means to control. Ment means mind. A government means to control the mind. Well, this government came into play for a reason. Everything in existence is in existence for a reason. When you understand why it exists, you don't have to fight it. You respect it. I get it. Some people do not have mastery of self. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to respect other people's property. They don't know how to respect other people. They steal things. They kill. They lie. Some people need to be governed because they have no mastery of self. So we're not fighting the system. But when somebody calls you a sovereign citizen, they're claiming that you are a terrorist. We want to correct that quickly. Do not call me a sovereign citizen. They might as well be calling you the N-word. Let that be clear. All right. They can say, you teaching tonight. All right. Thank you, my friend. Dog chemist. So you got to understand, what we want to do is make sure we recognize the difference between sovereign versus citizen. And if somebody's coming at you, calling you a sovereign citizen, they are attempting to call you a terrorist, and you need to correct them quickly. Now, let's understand that when you're getting this membership package with UNA, I need y'all to understand that, please recognize, if you go out asking people, most people do not know this information. Even though now the information is coming out more and more, I would say less than 5% of the people really know this information that I'm speaking about now. Some people know some of it and some parts of it, but they don't really understand what's really going on with respect to sovereignty and how to walk it. So if, please, and I mean please, you decide you want to start doing this, don't go asking your friend and your cousin and your uncle them and Uncle Charlie and them and that dude down there to be talking this stuff all the time, and definitely don't ask somebody with the so-called government. They're not going to know, and even if they did know, they wouldn't tell you. I want to go back into sovereignty, and then I'm going to get on these topics about understanding what's going on with respect to sovereignty. Now, the word sovereign has been bastardized to seem like it is something negative, when really it is very powerful and a spiritual term dealing with godlike sovereignty. Once again, it means mastery of self. That is God-like. But you got somebody who's taken this term and they've made people afraid of it. I want to thank y'all for the love. God is holistic. Thank you for the love. I sure do appreciate the roses. You've got to understand that somebody does not want you to know who you are or what your power is. And so what they do is they take terms and they bastardize them and they make them seem like there's something negative when they have a whole lot of power. I'm going to give you another term. Uh, Religious. The term religious. Now, those of us who have understood what's going on with religion and how we have been lied to about it, we get it. We know that we've been lied to, and that everything we've been taught about religion is not on point. That being said, though, the term religion or religious is very powerful, because when you claim a religion, then the state has no authority over you at all. This includes your business. This includes your business. I remember I lived in South America, and I didn't get it at the time because I didn't fully know law. But every time you go into a business in South America, I was in Argentina in particular, you see some praying hands, a Jesus character, or some Mary. They just would have these in their business. Now, they don't know why they were doing this, but the bottom line is, if your business has claimed a religion, or if you're running your business under a religion, the state can't be trying to take taxes from you. They don't know that anymore because they don't know anything about law. The state come at them and say, "Hey, we want taxes." They don't know enough to claim a religion. But why do we have a membership badge? Why do we have a membership badge? Well, UNA is considered a religious organization. Now, we don't deal with religion, however, we deal with spirituality, and we deal with what our God says. Now, the people who came to UNA during the time some of these jobs were trying to force people to take the jab, when they had one of these, they had only needed to present it, and then their company had to back off. Why? Because when your God speaks and you stand behind whatever God you say you stand behind, they got to back off. So they try to fire you because you won't take the jab. Well, they got a lawsuit. You have already presented what your God said. You have presented what your religion is. And if they try to overstep that, well, they got a serious lawsuit on their hands. So you gotta understand, I'm letting you know, for example, the term religion that has been bastardized, and a lot of us look at that term and we don't want to hear. Our face get turned up. We hear religion. Yeah, it's really powerful. But somebody has bastardized it, and then those who have been using religion against the people, well, the people now are like, well, I don't want to hear anything about this religion because it hasn't been working for me. All right. 32andMe says, how do I start? Find the link in the bio. You'll find UNA Trust Package. Just the number one link, the link on the top. All right. So I want you to go there and enroll, and then we can get you in, get you a membership so that you can have your trust, your membership badge, and your Allodial ID. All right. So just understanding that the term sovereign, it has to do with godlike. Somebody has bastardized the term. So please don't think you're gonna go out here and be asking your cousin and your mom and them, "Did you ever heard about that sovereign thing?" Girl, they say them sovereign citizens that they don't know. And this is why we're making sure you get educated. Because what we don't want people doing is operating under fear. Fear. That's what they do. That's why they're using this term sovereign citizen, and they're trying to get you to start fearing. And then when you fear, you won't take the time to look into how to really free yourself because you're really walking under fear. And I told y'all, I'm going to pull this vibratory frequency chart up. I told y'all time and time again, if you're operating down here, you're not even operating in your right mind. These are lower vibratory. Fear is all the way down here. You operating in fear, you're not operating in your right mind. So we want to make sure that we give you the tools you need so that you're not operating under fear. All right. This is why when you sign up for the membership, you got to take those classes. You got to pass the test, and you can do it at your own time. You can do it as fast as you want. If you want to get them, I want to get my ID and all that stuff. I want to get that done right now. Okay, well then, sign up, and you can take the test or the classes at your own pace. But you need to have the tools. All right, you got a lot of people, and I'm not dissing anybody. I want to thank all of the other people out there in schools and teachers out there who are teaching this information. I'm grateful to them. I'm thankful to them. But at the same time, if you're not getting the knowledge you need in order to know how to wield these tools, if you're not getting the knowledge you need to know how to wield this tool, then you're walking in ignorance. And you won't be free until you gain knowledge. You won't be free until you gain knowledge. All right. Now, we've gone into what is sovereignty. I want to go into how, again, I talked about how you're asking people and they are clueless. The reason why I titled this session, Nobody Knows What's Real, is because I'll get people who will go and ask their cousin and their brother and them and their uncle and them and the dude down the street, and then they have the nerve to go and ask somebody who works for the quote unquote government, because there is no government. We're going to get into that. And they expect that these people are going to tell them the truth about what's really going on. If they knew the truth, they wouldn't be working there. I'm going to just let you know that right now. If they knew the truth, they wouldn't be working there. So, first of all, if they knew it, they're not going to give it to you. And if they did know it, they wouldn't be answering the phone like, hello, at $7.50 an hour, how may I help you? No. Oh, wait a minute, what's minimum wage? I forget. 11, I don't know. $11.50 an hour, how may I help you? Working on a raise. Please give me a good review. Yeah, whatever. They're not going to do that. Because once you know this, it becomes very difficult to do those kind of things. All right. So I want to go, I had some people who have signed up, and then they might go and ask people, and then they get scared and they start asking, well, Diva, they said the sovereign. I don't want to be no sovereign. I want to be a national. I want to be a this, a secure party creditor. That same thing, different words. Same thing, different word. Now, when you're sovereign, that means you have mastered self, meaning you have knowledge of what's going on in this dimension. You know law. You understand how to walk. All right. Secured party creditor. You have learned how to actually put down a financing instrument concerning your estate. All right. Or what was the other term? Secured party creditor, sovereign, a national. All right. National is where you're declaring that you are of the land. Now, some people want to be nationalized. You got to understand that's dealing with a dead entity. All right. If you're not in the school, then I can't really express this to you and explain it to you if this is your first time hearing it, or if you're not really understanding the difference between status versus who you are as a sovereign entity. If you don't understand the difference, because status dealing with a dead entity. All right. You hear a lot of people talking about the SF 181 form. And in the class, by the way, when you sign up for your membership, you're going to learn about all of the different ways that you hear people talk about sovereignty and gaining control over your estate. All right. And I'm going to break them down to you. You better have pen and paper. I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all, when you see me, have a pen and paper, because I'm ready to go into some stuff. You want to take notes and pay attention. Take notes and pay attention. There are 5 different ways that when you sign up for the membership package, we're going to go into that. You'll hear what people talking about sovereignty, but we're not going to just go into it. We're going to show you what it is, how to do it, where you file, why you file, when you file. You don't need to remember all that. We're going to do a lot of it for you, but you need to understand what's going on. First way, most powerful way, is the trust. And the Lodial ID and all of that, that's the most powerful way. Okay, that's the first thing. The second one is you'll hear about the passport. All right. And what to mark on your passport, how to make, what to say on your passport such that you establish your sovereign or you're over your estate. Then you'll hear about the SF 181 form. This is the least of those ways that we deal with. Birth certificate authentication. That's one of the big ones everybody hears about too. And I'm going to go into that. A birth certificate authentication. Okay. And then the last one is to create yourself as a trustee or with an EIN number over your estate. We're going over all of those. And once again, that comes with your membership package when you enroll to be a member. Now, I want to go into, so those are the 5 ways, but the most powerful way of all of them, period, bar none, is the trust, period, bar none. And really, it doesn't matter what you do, because everything going on in this dimension, when you buy a car, you buy a house, when you, your child is born, and everything else is a trust. Everything is a trust. You got to learn that. You learn trust, you learn elite knowledge. Thank you, Mo. No one knows better. No one knows better. What I want you to do, go and find the link in the bio. It's the first link. It's called UNA Trust Package. Go and enroll for a consultation so we can get you signed up. All right. Now, what I need you to understand when we're talking about the birth certificate. So everything is under trust. Let me finish that up. Everything is under a trust, and you really want to learn what a trust is. This is when you see, I don't like to say it because it's so powerful, but when you see people getting off on certain crimes or whatever, we just leave it at that. The trust, because they know about trust law. Okay. So it's very, very powerful. And that's why I do call it the get out of jail free card. But you can't just do dirt and think you're going to get away with it, because there's a higher, where's my chart? There is a higher law. Y'all see this up here? It says universal laws. Universal laws. That's the highest law right there. And you don't get off from the universe. I don't care how slick you think you are, how much knowledge you think you know. If you do dirt, it shall return, guaranteed. All right. I want to get into the birth certificate authentication. Now, a lot of people have this notion, and I don't know where you got this from, but I'm going to authenticate my birth certificate, and I'm going to get that money, and I'm going to just do it. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to quit this job. Hold up. That's not how this works. All right. That's not how this works. I need y'all to understand something. Yes, there's funds in the birth certificate, but somebody has made people believe that you just gonna go and authenticate this thing, and then all of a sudden now you can make a lot of money. You better have the knowledge, otherwise you're not going to be able to get there. Now, I want to go into something. Why do we need the knowledge? Okay, first of all, when we're talking about a birth certificate, what it is a financial instrument. It is a financial instrument. And so with this birth certificate, yeah, it's worth money. But you got to understand there are people who have blocked that. And if you don't understand how to create a financial instrument to get to those funds, and you're going to have to learn how to create a financial instrument to get to those funds, then it's not like you're just going to authenticate your birth certificate and all of a sudden, oh, that's it. I'm rich. Yeah, there's money in the birth certificate, but you don't just get to it all of a sudden, like by authenticating your birth certificate, like what these people are telling you. Now, authenticating your birth certificate, what does it do? Let's understand again. The birth certificate is like having a title to your vessel. The birth certificate is like having the title to your vessel. It's like, an MSO is to a car. So when you get the MSO for your car, and the MSO means manufacturers something. I want to get it. I'm gonna get it to you right now. I just know MSO. All right, because they change the titles every now and then. But the MSO, so I can make sure y'all know I put in MSO and it's talking about something totally different. All right, so the MSO for the vehicle, it means manufacturer's statement of origin. There we go. MSO means that you have the title to your car. Now, when you authenticate your birth certificate, it means you have the title to your vessel. When you authenticate your birth certificate, it means you have the title to your vessel. So let's understand how this works, okay? With the birth certificate, your mother signed over possession or ownership or title to your vessel to the state with this birth certificate. All right. The state went and got money off of that birth certificate, financed that birth certificate for a certain amount of money, and the funds had to go into an estate denoted by your all capital letter name and that social security number. All right. So now let's understand this. With that birth certificate, when you get it authenticated on the federal and the state side, then it shows that you have ownership of your vessel. Right now, somebody else is holding the title to your vessel. But all you need to do is get it authenticated, and then it becomes you have title to your vessel. What happens when you now have title to your vessel is that these agents that you have said you are a citizen to, they no longer have jurisdiction or authority over you. Why is it they want to see your driver's license? Because you claiming to be a citizen. Once again, what is a citizen? It is a slave that pledges to a dead fictitious corporation. At this time, it's the United States Corporation. You're pledged to be a slave and to be under their authority. But when you take control of your birth certificate, you're showing that your vessel is no longer under their authority. Now, again, they're just holding the title. They can't own you. And when you hear people saying, oh, they sold us on the stock market, and oh, they made us slaves, and what they did was sold your birth certificate or your estate. They can't sell you. They weren't selling you. They were selling your birth certificate. They were selling your estate. All right. And so now, when you claim ownership over your birth certificate or your estate, this is your vessel. Your estate is one thing, that's an account, and then your vessel is another thing. Well, somebody created a bond, and that's the birth certificate, which is a bond, where it has tied you to that dead estate. I told y'all to take notes. I hope y'all taking notes. All right. The birth certificate. The birth certificate is a bond. And what is a bond? A bond is going to join two dissimilar things. So here you got the living physical being over here. And then you got this dead corporation, all capital letter corporation, also known as a straw man over here. Well, this birth certificate bond, it comes in and it joins. It's going to join your physical vessel with this dead all capital letter corporation. That's what the bond does. Well, now you need to take control of the bond. All right. The birth certificate authentication is one way to do that, where you are putting on notice the state side as well as the federal side. And we get into that in class, helping you understand the difference between the two sides. There are many sides, by the way. We won't go into that right now. But we're helping you to understand the difference between the two sides so that now you take control over your estate and you've put them on notice. All right. Now it's going to be more difficult for them to try to tap into that estate like they have been doing. If I have any questions, I want y'all to leave comments in the comment section. Let me see what my people over here on Facebook and YouTube. Sapphire Grace. Thank you, Sapphire Grace. She says, I appreciate you sharing this wisdom. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for the love. If you have any comments or questions, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section so I can get to them. All right. So now we're understanding what the birth certificate is, what the birth certificate authentication is, and what good it is for. Now, just like with the MSO for the car, let's say you try to take your car and you want to go to another country. Well, you're not going to be able to leave the country until you can show that you actually own the car. You own the car with the MSO. Now you can take the car out of the country. It's the same thing with your vessel. When you authenticate your birth certificate, now you're showing, oh, I got title to this vessel, so I can take my vessel out of this car, out of this country, or anywhere else I want to go. That is one of the advantages of authenticating the birth certificate. And also, yes, it is a financial instrument. And when you get a federal seal and you get a state seal, yes, that instrument is money. But you're not going to just run to the bank and get the money for the financial instrument. That's not going to happen. Slim City says, same thing as the companies trading debt with Social Security number. Yes, they're trading debt with the Social Security number. Yeah. They're tapping your estate. Anytime you give somebody your Social Security number, they are tapping your estate. Know that, especially your job. All right. I want to get into this other thing about why it's important to have the knowledge. I get these people who come in, Diva, I want the money. Now, I want to know how to authenticate my birth certificate. I want that trust. I want it all so I can get this money because, I'm going to quit this job. I'm going to go ahead. Okay. Now, let's slow down. Slow your roll. Understand why you need to have the knowledge. Okay, the question becomes, let's say you get the money. Let's say you put this instrument out. This is why we tell you, we don't want you doing processes until you're under trust and then know how to operate the trust. Because there have been too many instances where, for example, someone has completed a process and let's say they got some money. Well, who else but the IRS or the FBI come knocking at the... Yes, ma'am, Miss Jones. All right. Now, what happens now? Now they scared out of their head. Because he said FBI, IRS, and then they said jail time and fraudulent and using all these terms to make you fear. Not recognizing the fact that these people are not even government. I said it. They're not government. What they're doing is they are bill collectors, and they're going to scare the hell out you. And if you don't know who you are, you're going to enter a contract that you didn't have to enter in the first place. So let me give you an example. Yeah, Miss Jones, you Miss Jones? Uh, who's asking? Yeah, I'm with the IRS Criminal Investigation Division, and we have these documents here that you, Miss Jones. I need to see some ID. Yes, Miss Jones, these documents here are fraudulent. Well, well, how they? Because they said they told me when I was, because I was reading this thing, and the people said that I could do this, and it was legal. No, it's not, ma'am. It's not legal. As a matter of fact, each one of these cases where you sent this money in and you have received funds, each one of them is 10 years apiece, ma'am. We got 5 here on you alone. What but they said that I could do it, and I didn't know. Yes, ma'am. Well, like I said, uh, we're gonna have you in court, and at least each one of these 5 is 10 years long. Now, I could, if you want to sign a deal, I could do it where you only get 2 years in jail. All right, and this is going to be prison, actually, federal prison. So I can have this set up where you only get 2 years. All you need to do is sign here right now, right here, right now. Because, ma'am, if I leave here, it's going to be 10 years for each of these consecutively. You're going to have to serve these consecutively, ma'am, not together. You're gonna have to do this consecutively. So you can do that right now. You can sign right here, and I can give you 2 years, or you're gonna get 10 for each one of these cases. Well, I don't want to go to jail, but I can wait for my child. My child, at least I see her after 2 years. I'll sign it, and then you sign the document, not knowing they can't put you in jail if you're under trust. First of all, not knowing how to stand on the tools that you have. This is not to say, once again, that you can just do any kind of dirt and get away with it. What I'm telling you is that if you have tools and you don't know how to use them, then they are no benefit to you. But when you learn how to use them, then you're not walking in fear. Going back to my vibratory frequency chart, you're not walking down here in fear and then doing things that when you're not in your right mind. All right, so that's important to know. I want to know if you have any questions, put them in the comments section. If you're listening, if you appreciate any of this information, don't forget the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. The Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. LeBron, thank you for the love. LeBron, thank you for the love. I appreciate you. I am excited about the Fifth Dimensional Woman Tour. I'm excited about the Fifth Dimensional Woman, Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. Let me say it again, and let me tell you why. Thank you, Elmore. I appreciate you. We had to change it to the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour for the simple fact that I want to include my brothers. All right, I needed to pour into those who have been pouring into me. I've been saying this information to women since I started this over a decade ago. I've been talking to women, but I have to pour into the people who have poured into me. More than 75% of my subscribers and viewers are male. And I want to say I love y'all. Thank you for showing up and showing out. Thank you for pouring into me. My brother, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you. All right. I'm talking to everybody, but my main points have been to women, but my brothers have been showing up. This is why we had to change the name to the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour, because I am specifically going into topics concerning my brother as well. All right. So I want y'all to know the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour is going to be in Chicago on the 24th of August. All right. I want to see your face in the place. See your face in the place. All right. We're going to have a great session. I'm talking to everybody, but my brothers, I got something special for you because y'all showed up. You showed out. You're listening, and I thank you. I'm going to make sure I honor you and award you and give you all the pouring that you've been pouring into me. Thank you. All right. User says, Grand Rising Queen, thank you for the info. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. My people in YouTube, thank you for subscribing and thank you for joining. Okay, so now you're going to see us in Chicago, Atlanta. We're going to be in New York. Find the link in the bio. My people on YouTube, you can find the link in the bio or underneath. Check it underneath. All right. And make sure you get your tickets. Even if you cannot be there, I want you to do the live stream. My brothers, I love you. Thank you. My sisters, I love you. I want y'all to come out, okay? Because this is some information that's going to help us understand what this dimension is that we're walking in and how to better cope as we're walking in it, because we are creating all of this. All right? We are creating all of this. Now we can start creating our heaven right here on this earth. Bryce says, in regards to the trust, what are the best ways to set it up? That's why you need to come into class or become a member, Bryce. Find the link in the bio. It is the link at the top. All right, the trust package. Now, do I have any other questions? Do I have any other comments? I hope I've made it clear about the trust and why it's important, and making it clear about why you need to get the knowledge. This is not just about getting, oh, let me get this thing, let me get that. No, you got to get the knowledge. And UNA is going to make sure you're not going to just come and get a package from us and then be talking trash about, oh, they said I was going to be free and that. No, you need to come, get the knowledge, get the information, get the tools so that you can make sure you stand. And then if you want to go beyond that, if you want to start understanding financial instruments, because I've just expressed to you why, okay, yes, say you do get the money. Can you hold on to it? They come knocking at your door. When they come after you, do you really know what you've done with this process? And do you know how to stand? Because they're not going to just say, okay, you got it, girl. No, they're going to come after you. Do you know how to stand? That's why it's important. All right. So I want y'all to know. Greg, get out of here. Y'all better give us questions. I hope you took some notes. All right. And I want you all to find your way into the UNA University. It's very, very powerful. All right. When in our advanced classes, we actually go into writing financial instruments. We go into creating course. We go into knowing how to sue somebody. This is a serious law university. If they taking you to court, do you have to go? Daniel, this is why we learn how to write contracts, because remember, watch this. Thank you for that question, Daniel. I need y'all to understand something. These people who are coming at you, they're not government. They're suing you to take away your rights. So I'm gonna say this again. The people who are coming at you, they're not government. They're suing you to take away your rights. And then when you don't answer, you agree that they have the right to take away your rights. Listen up. Let me go back to this hierarchy of law chart. And if y'all don't have the beginner law book for UNA, go get it. All right. Now, I told y'all down here, citizens, they don't have rights. They have privileges. Citizens don't have rights. They have privileges that are given to them by the dead corporation that they pledged to. All right. So now, when you are in court, you haven't answered. So what you need to learn how to do is write a contract so that you don't have to go to court. You can squash that before it even goes to court. Now, if something has progressed along to a certain point, especially if it's showing up in public court, I know you didn't do what you needed to do on the private side. That's why I want you to come into the law university. Because y'all will wait forever and ever. And it's like you have consented that you're guilty. You said I'm guilty because you just didn't answer. You are in dishonor. We got to learn how to stand in honor. What does that mean? Well, when they come at you with a contract, you got to learn how to say, no, I don't consent to contract with you. And you got to learn how to write that out. Because when you say nothing, you have agreed that they have the right to sue you for your rights. They suing you to take away your rights. That's really all it is. What is a traffic ticket? First of all, a cop is not an officer. He's not an officer. What is an officer? I need y'all to take notes. Take notes. Pay attention. An officer is somebody who is elected by the people. He is not elected by the people. He is nothing more than a security guard for the state or whatever corporation he's working for. He does not have the authority that he's been told. Like he thinks he can just I'm gonna pull you out the car. If you don't sign this ticket, I'm gonna arrest you. They don't have the authority to do that. They are private citizens, nothing more. They are private citizens, nothing more. They do not have the authority to be doing the things that they do. Listen, I told y'all these three things. This is on a federal level. All of them have to be on the federal level. The only three ways they can arrest you. One, they saw you commit a crime. And I mean saw you commit it. Two, they fully suspect that you committed a crime or about to commit a crime. You driving crazy, you driving reckless, you got some bloody gloves or weapons in your car. They think they gotta have a full reason to suspect that you committed a crime. Three, there's a warrant for your arrest. Other than these three things, they don't have no reason to even be arresting you because you didn't show your ID. That's not an arrestable offense. This is why they have to lie all the time when they writing up their report. Because when they write up there, he was fighting and he was cursing and spitting and kicking, and they got to lie. This is why we tell you when you're dealing with them, keep your composure. Maintain your composure. Because when you don't, then you give them a reason to lie about why they arrested you, because they really can't arrest you. None of that is arrestable. Not to mention they are private citizens. All right, ticket. If they're giving you a ticket, you need to understand that that ticket is a contract. And if you sign it, you've entered into contract. They are contracting with you right there on the side of the road. They contracting with you. They're saying, all right, they're not telling you what's really going on. They say, all right, you broke our code, statutes, and ordinances. They're going to call them laws. They're not laws. You broke our code, statutes, and ordinances, and we want to contract with you for you to pay us for breaking those code, statutes, and ordinances. We want to contract. We want you to consent to contract with us for these code, statutes, and ordinances that you broke. They're going to tell you, when you sign this, you're not admitting any guilt. You can show up in court 30 days later. Meanwhile, if you wait 30 days, you say, I'm guilty. Pay attention. I hope y'all taking notes. The term is tacit assent. Look it up. The problem is the vast majority of the public has no clue what tacit assent means or is, because we don't know law. Y'all, are we playing chess, not checkers? No, you playing Monopoly, and you on that little square that say jail, and you trying to roll a double, and you only got one die. That's what you playing. You playing Monopoly, not chess nor checkers. You don't understand this game. Tacit assent. Look it up. When you don't communicate, when you don't say no in writing, you have consented to this contract that this cop is giving you. And then you show up in court talking about, I'm not guilty. Because you know what, Your Honor, I wasn't even speeding. And you're trying to argue and you don't even understand. You are already in dishonor. You are already in dishonor. What is dishonor? Once again, tacit assent. You've already agreed to the terms. So I know if I see somebody talking about, I got to go into public court, I know you didn't handle your business on the private side. So the same way the cop gives you this contract and perhaps you knowingly or unknowingly sign this contract and agree to the terms, and then you don't know enough to present another contract of your own saying, I rescind this contract. When you don't know that, then you end up being in dishonor. And this is how they get you in a vice. Well, you got to know before that. Because some of y'all come to me late at the end of, Diva, I got to go to court tomorrow. Why you wait so long? You're already in dishonor. Come in beforehand so we can teach you what law is. Y'all think you playing chess and you have no clue about what the real rules are going on with this game. They don't play by the rules, Diva. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The problem is you don't know what the rules are. That's why we want to teach you. Come into class or get the membership packs and at least get an understanding of what's going on. You understand the game, then you can flip scripts. That's what we're doing. We flipping the script. I hope y'all understand it. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I want y'all to know I love you. I thank you. Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. All right. This is happening on August the 24th in Chicago. We're going to see you in Chicago. We're going to see you in Atlanta. We're going to see you in New York and Houston and Dallas. Come on, let's do this. Want your face in the place. All right. If y'all don't have any other questions, I'm going to get out of here. I want y'all to know I love you. I thank you. I love you. I thank you. And my brothers, thank you for showing up and showing out. We are now at 10,000 people now, headed to 1,100 very quickly. And I want to get my sisters in this game. I want my sisters in this thing because I've been talking to y'all, but my brothers have been showing up. And the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. All right, there's some things that you need to know about what's going on in this game so that you can walk better in it and not be thinking somebody out to get you all the time. All right. You don't have to be in that state. We got to change your state of mind because that's part of the reason why you keep getting stepped on. You're bringing that energy to yourself. So y'all got to know that. Tracy, thank you. Daniel, thank you. I'm in Houston in October. I'm in Houston in October. But check the link in the bio. I want y'all to know I got to get out of here. I love you. I'm going to eat, baby. I'm going to eat.
UNA University for me.
UNA Republic
UNA. Paradise. All your life. University.
Y'all for the love.
All your dreams.
Y'all for the love.
Land is home. On your own. Every day. Long way. UNA University for me.
Yes, yes, yes. UNA.